Hey, I'm Greg Smith with Remax Alliance, and one of the things that comes up a lot of times is what does it take to be a top producer? Or what's the morning of a top producer look like? And we were listening to some great training the other day, so I thought I'd share it with you, everyone here. Really engaging and becoming a top producer, you really have to step back and become that top producer. Begin doing the activities of what you believe a top producer already is doing. What time does a top producer go to bed? What time does a top producer get up in the morning to produce? What activities are the top producer doing in the weekend ahead of time? Quite frankly, how does a top producer eat? How does a top producer exercise? What's the mindset of a top producer? These are all things to think about. If you want to be a top producer, well, then be the top producer. Become the top producer now. And what do I mean by that? What does a day of the top producer look like? So the morning ahead, I get to bed early. Second, I get up 6 in the morning. I get up early and I go do my workout right away. I get out of the way. And then I move to my most important tasks of the day. What are the big things I need to move out of the way? What are the work I need to do? And quite frankly, in our business, that means I need to start prospecting right away. I need to make sure that I'm getting those tough inspection items taken care of right away. I'm getting those items taken care of right on the outset, because that's the mindset of a top producer. Second, or coming in and looking at is, how does a top producer lay out their week? They don't actually let the week control them. They actually control the week. And one of the big things I do when I'm talking to my agents, we talk about is time blocking. Laying out each week as first putting in what's important to you, my family, my workouts, my exercise, my education. But then I need to go ahead and time block in when specifically am I going to make my calls? When am I going to do the activities and make my business? When am I going to go door knock? When am I preparing for my open house that weekend? I just don't wake up and decide I'm going to do that today. I actually lay it out in my calendar specifically when I'm going to get that done. My time blocking is critical. So really, to be a top producer, it's stepping back and saying, what activities are they doing already? What can you do? And it's actually stepping up and doing those activities now. That's how we become a top producer.